It's really like it'd be like that. It'd be like that. Um, I don't know. I don't know why I'm kind of like spacing out. Like I'm blanking when it comes to coming up with words and stuff. But I hope I'm doing a good job so far. I'm doing a good job, right, guys? I hope I'm doing a good job. Trying to talk. Rate my talking. Do I get a 1 out of 10? Or do I get a 10 out of 10? Rate my conversations. You remember you remember that website? There was a website called ratemyteacher.com or ratemyprofessor.com. I would be on that website whenever I had a shitty teacher in college. I'd be like, "Yo guys, don't take this class. This teacher is horrible. Horrible. She's the Satan. She's Satan. Don't go. Don't go take that class because you're gonna get an F." Dude, college. All right, so I don't like talking shit about college. See, I think college is a time in your life that, oh shit, my controller almost fell. I think college is like a time in your life where you decide what's gonna happen in the next 5 to 10 years, right? For me, I didn't know what the hell was going on. I struggled in college. Now, my experience in college does not equate to another person's. It does not equate to another person's experience. Someone else could go into college and learn so much and land that job right after graduation. Like, college definitely does make and sometimes break a person's spirit. It broke mine, but it wasn't the college. It wasn't the college per se, but it was more so me. I wish I knew what I was doing. I didn't know a goddamn thing, and I still am trying to find like work, and I'm trying to find ways I can make money and all this. And I just wish I had something I can fall on, and I graduated. I graduated. It's I got the degree and I worked in my field for like a year or 2 years. I don't remember how long, but I later found out that this profession wasn't for me. It wasn't for me, and I found out around when I was 23 that this wasn't gonna be what I was gonna do for the rest of my life. And then. Sorry, why am I'm talking like a lot of shits tonight. I'm talking all this shit, talking all these stories and shit. I hope you guys don't mind. I just have a lot on my head right now. I don't know what it is. I don't know. But when I was 23, someone called me. I got a call from from someone that I knew. They're like, "Listen, I think this job position might be good for you. I think you'd be good in real estate." I'm like, "You think so?" I'm not sure. Real estate is very cutthroat. I don't think it's for me. It's like, no, you'll make good money. Trust me, you'll make good money. You'll be able to buy a house or buy an apartment. The money that you make in real estate is good. It's like, I'm like, oh, okay. Well, what are we talking about? Like, I could make like 6 figures, maybe? You think I can make 6 figures doing real estate? Like when someone gets you on board, they will tell you every fucking thing. Like, oh yeah, you can make 6 figures. You gotta do all that. You can make good money. You could definitely. This is a good profession. Whenever someone tells you that, that this is a good profession, this is a good work, you'll make money and shit. Don't fucking believe it. Don't fucking believe it. Because, like, they're not doing the work for you. You gotta do the work. You gotta do the work. And once I went into real estate, wow. people like people took advantage of me. There was some good people in my firm, but oh man, there was some other people that took my weakness. No, sorry. There were some people that took my kindness as weakness, and I got screwed over so bad. To a point, I think around that time, so it was like 2015. I got screwed over so bad, and I lost so much money being in real estate. My anxiety was through the roof. That I'm sorry, this is kind of getting a little deep. My anxiety got really bad to the point where I ended up in the hospital. I had like a ton of like problems with the stomach. I think I got a couple of ulcers and shit. I till this day, I still like have, not, I wouldn't say psychological issues, but I still have trust issues and shit. And I still have I have problems with I don't. Okay, this is getting too much like TMI. I have problems with the stomach. I feel like I have like this heart palpitation, chest tightness in chest, pinched nerves going through my neck and my head and shit. And it's because like when I worked in real estate, every day was like I wasn't making money. I was trying to make money, and I was being sent to East New York, Canarsie, East Flatbush, places like that, Bed-Stuy. What's that rapper's name? Tekashi 6ix9ine. He recorded like one of his music videos was recorded in Bed-Stuy. I just want to let you know. I want to give you the context. So I was going there, a young man in his mid-20s, going to that neighborhood. I didn't know too much about it. I didn't know the neighborhood at all. People were looking at me like, "Who the hell is this person? Why this person does not look like he belongs in this area." Some people would joke about it. They would tell me like because I had an open house, around the neighborhood, and people would joke about it. They would tell me like, "Oh, you look like you're lost. Like you look like you're lost." I'm like, "No, I'm just I'm selling houses here," and I'll give my card out, and they'd be like, "Oh, okay, cool." So the anxiety got like way too much. I don't want to get too much into it because there's like a lot of personal situations, a lot of personal topics. But I'll tell you what I could tell you, But yeah, I got to a point where I was having difficulty consuming food. Like I was having problems eating, and till this day I still have problems eating food and shit. And people look at me like, "Oh, why is your plate full? What, you don't eat too much?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm not." I always tell them like, "Oh, I'm not really hungry." But the truth is, I am hungry, but I have like reflux, and I try to lie to them, and I don't know, man. On top of it, I'm gonna be honest. I don't exercise. I don't take care of my health. So that's one thing I have to admit. I'm lazy. I'm a lazy person. I will admit this. I'm very lazy. But when I want to do something, I will do it. I will do it if I have to suit up and go to a job interview and make sure I get the job, I will do it. If I have to make sure that something's going right, if I have to work on something, if I have to do a project or a video or anything, just like that Toys R Us video that I did, 2 months. I was thinking about this. I was thinking about this video for 2 months, but I'm like, no. I'm not waiting until December. I'm not waiting until it's gonna snow. I gotta do this. I gotta make this video. I don't care. I know I'm scared. I'm hoping I don't get shot. But no, I'm making this video, and I'm happy that I did. I'm so happy that I made that video, because if I wasn't gonna go that day, I was never gonna go. I was never gonna go. So I'm happy I recorded that video by that beat down Toys R Us store. I know it's very short. It was like probably like 3 minutes. But it was like a 3 minute video of me being by the Toys R Us store. But you know what? That's how much I could take. You know, I was like, I want to get the hell out of there. That's how scared I was. I was that scared. By the way, mind you, I'm only one person. I'm the one holding the camera and recording myself, talking and also talking about the Toys R Us that was right behind me that day. Like, I wish I had a camera crew, you know. I really do wish I had those things, those perks. You know, a lot of YouTubers have these perks, and I feel so jealous. It's like they have someone right beside them, like recording, you know, making sure the take is good, you know. And sometimes they would have like a prompt, a prompter, that they could read the script. I wish I had that shit, man. I wish I had that stuff. But you know what? I respect them. You know, they have a crew, whatever. I respect that. I guess sometimes in life you're not gonna be given the things that you want. You know, people might have the things that you want so bad, but if you're willing to go around it and try to make whatever it is that you do, if you're willing to go around the hardship and the disadvantages that you face, if you're willing to go around the disadvantages that you have in your life and try to still go about your day and work and to make something happen in your life, that is like respectable. I respect people like that. I respect people like that. Like I'm not trying to look down on people who have it good and stuff. I'm not trying to look down on those people, but in human nature, people who do not have things that are that feels like a luxury. When people don't have things that are a luxury in life, they will always look at others. Whether it's a big YouTuber or a big time streamer, or like people in their jobs, people in life, their friends, you know, people having kids, they have a life that is established, people that have a family that doesn't feel like it's dysfunctional. People always look to others, whether it's good or whether it's out of jealousy. But if you could take that and channel that energy and try to put that into something more positive, I'm applauding you. I'm applauding you right here, right now. Life is not easy. And you know, I feel like everyone has something that's bothering them. You know? People who go about life like it's you know, nothing's wrong. They're just trying to cover it up. All right, I'm talking way too long about this. All right, so I hope you take my message. I hope you take it to heart. Now we're gonna play some Alchemic Cutie. we're gonna play Alchemic Cutie. All right, so right off the bat, the game looks so adorable. So after this game, I'm gonna take a small snack break, but I'll be back afterwards. But yeah, let's see what this game is all about. Wow! Look at this cute little game right here. All right, so right off the bat, this looks like Animal Crossing, but like pixelated, or maybe Legend of Zelda. I don't know. I don't even know. No, I'm gonna lean towards the Animal Crossing aspect to it. Wait, can I use my controller maybe? Immediately some Stardew Valley looks. Oh, Stardew Valley. How did I not think about that? Yeah, yeah. This game definitely looks like Stardew Valley. Yvette? Is a I've never heard of a name like that. Yvette? That's my name? How do I pronounce that name? Hold on. I'm sorry. I know you guys want me to play. My mind's racing right now. I gotta figure out how to say that word. Alright,
Stay tuned and consider subscribing for more learning. How do you say it? Yvette. You don't want to stress on that second vet syllable. Yvette. Now you know. Here are more videos on how to pronounce interesting names whose pronunciations are.
Yvette, that's how you say Yvette? Yvette? Yvette. I hope it's that's the way you say Yvette. Okay, Yvette. You're welcome, Starfish. Well then, since everyone's done, let's get started. We have a lot of work to do this morning. But first, we got you something, Yvette. Yvette. I think you'll like it. Consider it a graduation present. We're so proud of you. Yeah, congratulations. You're officially a big nerd. I'm an alchemist, Rolf. Yeah. Blah. Yvette, the present. Right, sorry. It's a notebook, thank you. Why don't you have a look? It has a section for different topics. Your jelly section has a list, so you can keep track of jellies. And a detailed page, details page, so you can learn more about each one. There's a codex where you write notes about plants and items you find. It has a planner so you can keep track of tasks you have to do in case you forget. And it has a map too. That's good. I always appreciate a map in a game. And a section for notes on everything else in the back, like interesting things like you learn or helpful tips. I love it. Thanks everyone. Well, time for work. Let's all get going. Alright, so you see, usually like when I'm reading text, I always like, you know, I sigh because it kind of is annoying to me. It's not the game's fault. It's just something that happens in games. You know, you have to read the text to understand what's going on. But in this game right here, I don't have a problem with it. I don't know. Maybe it's the cute little sound effects that whenever the person's talking to you, you know, when you hear it, that kind of helps a little bit with the text. So I don't know. Ready for work? Skip tutorial. Alright, let's do. No, I meant to use the tutorial. Shit. Are you sure? No. Okay, thank God. Thank God that they told me that. Are you sure? Okay, first off, feeding the jellies. Well, jelly, and how about some alchemy practice while we're at it? Use your flute to turn the zapple seed into a sapling with alchemy. Ready your flute, select your target, then use alchemy on it. Alright, so L1, what the hell? Oh, okay, L1. Maybe I need to go closer to the end. Ooh, that is very sensitive. How do I... I'm using the flute. I don't know how to do that. I don't know what's going on there. Yo, Twister, what's going on, man? Reddy's Flutes. Hello. Hey, how's it going? How's your Saturday going so far? Are you having a good day? What games are you playing? I hope you're playing some good games and not bad ones. Like me, yesterday I played a really bad game called Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde on the NES. Do you know that game? Do you know about that game? Cause it's a bad one. It's a bad game. It's a nasty game. It's a nasty one. Oof. Haven't heard of it. Yeah, that's good. You do not want to know. You know what? I'm doing something really bad by telling you about the game. Yeah, but there's like YouTube videos on that game. But yeah, it's called Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Essentially, the game is about a doctor that has a potion that separates the good and the bad of your inner personality. When we talk about psychology, right? I'm not very good at psychology, but when there's a psychological factor in a person's identity, there's always a deviant trait, an evil side to you. Not evil, but like a bad side to you. And there's a good side to you. So in the game, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, it was not originally a game. It was a book. It was a novel. So like the whole thing was the potion separates the human personality trait, the good and the bad. And so Dr. Jekyll ends up becoming Mr. Hyde, which is the monster within. But the NES adaptation game is horrible. In the game, people pushing you around. There's dogs that bite you. Oh God. Oh God, it's horrible. There's like a character in the game that has a bomb, and the close, it takes so much damage. It's unplayable, the game, but I managed to play it and beat it. So I'm happy about that. I know, like, it seems annoying that I keep like bragging about that I beat that game, but I feel very accomplished, and I don't get to speak about that all that much. I don't have like a lot of friends that plays video games, so I'm just happy you guys are willing to listen to me, and I appreciate that. So whenever I brag about something, or I say, oh, I beat Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, it's like, I appreciate you guys still being here and listening to that. I don't know how to... Alright, I want to see if I'm doing anything wrong. I don't know how to do this. How do you... Maybe I'm not supposed to get the enemy? Oh, wait, Oh, I was supposed to get that instead. Alright. Alright, so now I'm using the controller. Wow, it's much more stiff with the controller. You know what? I feel like I'm doing this game a disservice by using a controller. I don't know. I think this is a game that you have to use a mouse and keyboard to fully enjoy it. So I'm gonna use the keyboard. Yeah, it's much better. Tarako64 says I've earned it. Yeah, man, it was a struggle. It was a terrible game. Twixer says well done though. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Hearts, 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 hearts. Uh, um. So I don't know. I also so today I went to my brother's house to eat lunch. Um, I went up to him and I was like, "Hey, you remember there was like this? I was looking through my closet and I found this old game that you used to have, and that game that I found was called Back to the Future on NES, Nintendo." So I told my brother like, "Hey, you remember that game?" He's like, "Oh my god, that game was terrible." So I was like, "Yeah." So what I told him like, "Yeah, I recently beat that game." And his response was like, "What are you, crazy? Why would you do such a thing?" So then my brother was like, "Hey, you remember that other game that I had? It was on the Super Nintendo." I was like, "What game was that? What game are you talking about?" He's like, "It was like a Simpsons game." I was like, Are you talking about Krusty's house? Are you talking about the what's that game called? It was called Krusty's Super Funhouse on Super Nintendo. He's like, "Yeah, that's the one. That's the game." Um, he told me, "Yeah, I never got a chance to beat that game." So he was like to me, "Yeah, I remember going to like um this this game store. It wasn't like GameStop, you know. I don't think there was a GameStop back in the 90s. I'm not sure about that, but it was like some random mop what do you call it? A pop show store, mom and pop store. It's like a small business that, but it was like a local game store. He bought this game for full price, and when he took it back home, so I know I'm going off tangent, but he's like, yeah, when I bought the game, it was so bad that I did not want to finish it. So if you guys want me to play if you guys want me to play Krusty's Super Funhouse on Super Nintendo, now's your chance to let me know. Because I always wanted to, I've always considered playing that game. Alright. What am I doing wrong? How do farm shipments work? Basically, you find the items in the delivery list and leave in the farm store before the deadline. You'll be rewarded for completion. Okay. How do I view the shipment item list? You can view the items in the list by opening the farm storage, then selecting the shipments tab. Alright, so maybe... Where's my flute? What happened to my flute? First choose the Zapple in your bag. Feed jelly. Oh, fuck. Oh wow, you can actually pet the jelly. How do I feed it though? There you go, little jelly. Good job. What if I feed them something else? Different items have different effects, so not all of them will make your jelly less hungry. Hey, the jelly just pooped! Oh my god, the jelly pooped! Naturally, and sometimes the poop is valuable. What? Poo-poo is valuable? Kaki equals money? Yo, let me go to the bathroom right quick. I'm about to make some eBay transactions. Oh god. Holy shit. Oh my god. It's like stinky alchemy. They poop gold? No, but I wish they did though. I don't know. Every game has their own way of like currency, like what they think is valuable when it comes to currency. I don't know. But this game apparently says that poop is valuable. So I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. And you can't change the jelly back once it transforms into a relic. And if it undergoes nocturnal jelly combustion, it's gone too. Well, I think that's it for me. I'll get things settled. You go with your mother to catch jellies. You know what to do, right? Yeah. Clean the farm. Take the inventory, same as always. Good man, let's go. Alright, so... Oh, where am I going? We're going to Mommy. Alrighty, Yvetti. We only have one jelly left on the farm. Well, we'll need to go catch more. And I know the perfect spot. What do you guys think about the game so far? What do you guys think about this game, if you had to rate it? Alright, use the flute. Hold on. Yo, get out of the way. I can't leave yet. Oh. At first, you thought I was playing Stardew Valley. Yeah, everyone in chat has been saying that. Honestly, that's a good thing, because that game is really great. And you know what? I'm thinking of like playing that game in the future. I don't know. I've always thought about it. I felt like when I first played it, I didn't really appreciate it that much. And I do have it. I think I have it on Nintendo Switch, and I have it on PC. So I might consider, if you guys want me to play that game, I might consider doing it. Look, it's dancing! The jelly dancing! Woo! Good job. Now get close and attach the balloon. Alright, so we just attached the balloon to a jelly. What the hell? What is this? Metal Gear Solid? So like, okay, I guess nobody's gonna get the reference. So, in Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain, whenever you capture like a soldier, you put like a balloon on its back, and the balloon takes the soldier away, the enemy soldier, and it takes the soldier into your base. It makes that's essentially what the reference was. So I hope you appreciate that little reference that I just said. You need to pick 2 jellies with those qualities to get them to lay an egg together. So basically, we need to get those 2 jellies to have sex with each other, so we can get some eggs. Alright, so collect that. So I'm gonna feed the jelly here. Oh, give one. No. I just want to give one to... Alright, let's see what happens. Alright, now feed the other one. I don't have the other... Oh. Alright, so now I have more. Perfect. Now we wait for the jellies to do their little mating dance. Yeah. Bow, chicka, wow, wow. Oh, they're not looking. They're not. Oh, never mind. They want to see. They want to see them having sex. Again with the poops. The valuable poops. I want to collect some poops right now. In the game. In the game. That's what. In the game, not in real life. Alright, so you take your time, like what the fuck? Come on. Come on! Yeah! Yeah! They made an egg! They made an eggy! They made an eggy! They laid an egg, it worked! Of course, and now we wait for the egg to hatch. There's a lot of waiting going on right now. I don't know. All done, but if you want it to hatch faster, make sure to give the egg lots of love. Like petting the egg. Alright, so before you head off, here's some things for the item shipments. Alright. Why can't you just put them in storage yourself? Exactly. Whoops. Rolf, you buckethead. Ha ha ha. Hey, you want the rewards for finishing the item shipping right? Then you should be the one to put everything in the storage. You lazy dude. So what is this? Okay. So these are the stuffs that we can collect. Right now we have nothing at all. So here's like one of the things, one of the foods that we can collect in the game. And I'm gonna keep all the rewards for myself, so don't come begging when your allowance runs out. I don't mean... Okay. You know, now let me use the controls here. I don't know. I don't like pressing the space bar on my actual keyboard. It makes a lot of noise. All right. How's this? No, let me feed this guy. That's poop. Aqua sandy lion? What hell's that? No. I want to give it to him. He doesn't take it. Okay, never mind. Wow, look at this. Look at this right here. Oh my god. This is beautiful. The graphics look incredible. Alright, so we just got one of the jellies, the red jellies. The red jellies! Like the red jellies. What? We're collecting some things here. The blue flowers. The blue flowers. You gotta get those blue flowers. Wait, that's is that a tulip? I don't know my flowers. I only know the sunshine. The sunflower. The sunflower is like one of the only flowers that I know of that's recognizable. And then there's tulips. I don't know. I gotta learn. I definitely gotta learn my flowers. I gotta make sure I know the flowers. If there's like a flower encyclopedia or something, I gotta make sure I know it. The blue flowers, the tulips, and the star. What am I? What am I saying? What am I saying? Red roses, tulips, and the sunflower. I used to, sorry, I just screwed up my voice. So like, couple years ago, like after work, I would stop by my local florist, and I like once a month, maybe once a month, I would buy flowers for my mom. But here's the thing. I would get the flowers at the most random day of the week. Now, usually parents, whenever someone receives a flower or a bunch of flowers, they would usually give it like around Friday by the weekends, But me, I did things a little bit differently. To show my appreciation to my mother, I would buy flowers. White flowers. She really loves white flowers. So I would buy white flowers right after work. I would go home and I'll give it to her, and she'd be like, "What? Why would you get me flowers?" She'd be like, "Oh, thank you so much, but why? Well, what's the occasion? Like, are we celebrating anything?" No, I just want to show you that I want to tell you that I love you. So, I don't know. I'm weird. But, yeah. That was a couple of years ago. I haven't done that in quite some time. Where's my flute? Very sweet. That's not weird. I know. See, like, I don't know what it is, but, I don't know where I'm going right now. Alright, so, like, here's the thing. This is kind of like why I say, "Oh, I'm weird." I don't know. Like, I say things like that because, like, when I was growing up, showing like feelings and being sensitive, being sympathetic to others, and being empathetic to others as well, and caring and appreciating and all that. Back when I was growing up, especially like the people around me, they would not. They viewed that thing. They would view that as like very. They would say like, "Oh, why are you being like a sissy?" Or like, why are you talking like that? Because like the love, appreciation, love, and affection. Back then, for a guy, it's not heard of. Guys are supposed to be like, tough and strong and willing to do whatever it takes to get the job done, and that mentality is still there, but it was more so back when I was growing up. And now like life is totally like a whole different, you know, thing. You know, now it's like it's kind of like the norm now to show affection and to show like, I don't know. So life has changed within the past 20 to 30 years. It definitely has. Um, but for me, I think there needs to be a balance. You know, you can't always be lovey-dovey. You have to be. This is something I need to learn as well. But you have to be assertive. You have to be aggressive in the things that you need to get accomplished. Because life doesn't work with, like, you know, if you're nice to people, you think they'll be nice back to you. No, it doesn't work like that. I know like a lot of people like to preach positivity, but you have to understand there needs to be balance between between the empathy. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. There needs to be a balance between the empathy and being assertive. Now, people use the word aggressive. Like, people have a misconception with the word aggressive. Being aggressive does not mean beating people, you know, striking people down, causing issues in life and all that. Yeah, it does mean that, but aggressive means getting the things done. Making sure that your priorities are met. So there needs to be, you know, you can't be lovey-dovey like, oh, this is cute, life is, you know, I love this community, everything's just going swell. Oh man, this person is sweet, I love this person. Like, you have to have a balance. All right, I'm gonna be honest, I want to get on to the next game, but all right, so this was Alchemic Cutie. We're talking about empathy. We're talking about empathy and aggression and all that. And we're playing a game called Alchemic Cutie. Let's go. All right, so this game's visual. The visuals for the game is very impressive. It reminds me of Stardew Valley, Legend of Zelda, and I love the art style. I love the aesthetics. I feel like there's a great story here. I know I didn't play too much, but I feel like there's a great story. There's definitely a great story here, and I might check more. I might check more of this game and see what it's all about. I definitely recommend playing this with a mouse and keyboard. It was kind of difficult with playing with a gamepad. I'm gonna give this game an 8.4 out of 10. I think it's a good game. I would if you are a fan of Stardew Valley, like everyone is telling me in the chat right here, you gotta check this one out. It's called Alchemic Cutie. Alchemic Cutie is the name of the game, and it's on Steam right now. I don't know if it's on other platforms, but check it out. I totally recommend it. And I don't even play Stardew Valley. I don't even play a lot of that game. But yeah, the whole thing with the poop being valuable, that really made me laugh. So the good on the game for making me laugh. That's great. 8.4 out of 10. Highly recommend it. Even if you're not a fan of Stardew Valley, I think you might like this one. All right, let's go on with the next game. 8.4 out of 10. Really good game.